Hey y'all, this is Jason with Kindred Heritage. Let's jump right in. I love dovetails, but router-based systems can get unnecessarily complicated. So I designed and 3D printed a simple, repeatable jig that uses two common bits. It mounts to scrap plywood, and it lets you cut clean through dovetails with almost no setup. You'll see everything that you need on screen, but in short, you'll need the jig, two router bits, a router table, some clamps, and two boards that are planed and squared. This jig can be used with a trim router, but it requires a little ingenuity to set it up safely. Here's the setup that I used. This version is designed for a 1/4 inch shank router. It uses a 14-degree dovetail bit with a 1/2 inch top bearing and a 5/8 inch pattern bit also with a 1/2 inch bearing. It uses 3/4 inch plywood fences that you can replace at any time, and you can even extend it by printing and attaching more sections. With just two of these, you can accurately dovetail up to 20 inches. I also have a version designed for 12-degree dovetails. The best part is that they're both free to download on MakerWorld. The link is in the description. Step 1. Cutting the tails. Start by marking the center on both boards. It helps to make markings on both sides, but it isn't necessary. Place your tails board on the rounded side of the jig and line up that center mark to the center of one of the pins in the jig. The center pin on the jig has a center line to make centering even faster. The tails board orientation doesn't matter. Then clamp it securely to the fence. Next, install your dovetail bit and raise it to height using the second board as a reference. I like to raise it slightly higher than the board to ensure that the dovetails pass all the way through each other. Then you can start routing. Go slow. This is a 3D print, it's not aluminum. Pressing too hard can heat up the bearing and melt the jig, or it can move the pins, which causes a loose fit. Make sure that you finish all of your tails before changing your setup and moving on. Step 2. Cutting the pins. Now place both boards on the tapered side of the jig. Use your freshly cut tails board as a physical spacer. This automatically positions the pins where they need to go. This time orientation matters. The outward facing side of the pin board becomes the outside of your project. So if you have a groove for a drawer bottom, keep this in mind. Again, clamp securely and swap to your top bearing pattern bit. Set the bit height using the tails board just the same as before, and make the cut, again using steady, controlled passes. When you're all done, the joint should slide together with a really clean fit. And you just made dovetails with almost no layout work. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see other versions of this jig for different angles, or you want to see the one that I designed for half-blind dovetails. And again, if you want to try this exact jig, it's completely free on MakerWorld. Grab it using the link below. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time, get out in the shop and try something new.